Welcome to our ultimate guide on surviving the zombie apocalypse. Today, we're counting down the top 10 essential items you'll need to stay alive when the undead come knocking. Remember, out here it's not just about fighting off the undead, it's about outsmarting them, outlasting them, and surviving against all odds. These items will be your lifeline, your tools for survival, your best friends in a world gone mad. So, let's ditch the comfy sofa, forget about takeout menus, and get you prepped for the ultimate test, surviving the zombie apocalypse. First up, we're talking hydration. You can go without food for a surprising amount of time, but water is a different story. Dehydration will take you down faster than a pack of hungry zombies. That's why at the top of our list are water purification tablets. These little lifesavers can turn even the grimiest puddle into a source of safe drinking water. Trust me, when you're scavenging for supplies in a zombie-infested wasteland, you won't be spoilt for choice when it comes to clean water sources. Remember, rivers and streams might look tempting, but they could be teeming with unseen dangers, bacteria, parasites, you name it. That's where these tablets come in. They neutralize those nasty microbes, making sure every sip you take brings you closer to survival, not closer to a nasty stomach bug. Remember, staying hydrated is non-negotiable in a survival situation, especially when the living dead are on your tail. Next up, we're talking first aid. Listen, in the zombie apocalypse, cuts and scrapes are going to happen. It's not a question of if but when. A well-stocked first aid kit is your best friend when it comes to patching yourself up. We're talking bandages, antiseptic wipes, pain relievers, the works. Remember, even a small cut can turn nasty if it gets infected. And trust me, the last thing you want to deal with when you're running from a horde is a throbbing, festering wound. Now I know what you're thinking. Bear, what about zombie bites? Well, a first aid kit won't save you from a bite, that's a whole different story. But it will help you deal with the everyday injuries that come with surviving in a world gone mad, so pack that first aid kit like your life depends on it, because in the zombie apocalypse it just might. Now let's talk fuel. You can't fight off the undead on an empty stomach. That's why non-perishable food is an absolute must-have in your zombie apocalypse survival kit. We're talking canned goods, protein bars, dried fruit, nuts. Anything that's got a long shelf life and can withstand a bit of rough and tumble. Remember, scavenging for food in a post-apocalyptic world will be a risky business. You don't want to rely on finding fresh supplies every day. That's why having a good stash of non-perishable food is crucial. It'll keep your energy levels up and your stomach from rumbling when you need to be at your most alert. Trust me, the last thing you want is to be caught off guard by a pack of hungry zombies because your stomach was making too much noise. So, stock up on those non-perishables, ration them carefully, and keep your strength up for the long fight ahead. Chapter 4. MultiTool, your Swiss Army survival buddy. In a world overrun by the undead, versatility is key. That's where a good multi-tool comes in. This is your Swiss Army knife on steroids, your go-to gadget for a multitude of survival tasks. We're talking pliers for fixing broken fences, a saw for cutting firewood, a knife for everything from defense to preparing food. Remember, every ounce counts when you're on the move, and a multi-tool packs a whole toolbox's worth of functionality into one compact package. Trust me, you don't want to be caught trying to pry open a can of beans with a rock when a horde of hungry zombies is hot on your heels. A good multi-tool is an extension of your hand, a problem solver, a lifesaver. Make it your constant companion, and you'll be surprised how often it gets you out of a tight spot. Chapter 5. Firestarter, igniting hope in the darkness. Fire. It's more than just warmth, it's a beacon of hope in a world gone dark. And in the zombie apocalypse, knowing how to start a fire is as essential as knowing how to fight off the undead. That's why a reliable fire starter is an absolute must-have in your survival kit. Forget lighters, they run out of fluid. We're talking about the real deal, flint and steel, magnesium blocks, the works. Remember, a fire can mean the difference between a hot meal and a cold ration, between a dry shelter and a damp night under the stars. But more than that, fire provides psychological comfort. It's a reminder of the world before, a symbol of hope in the face of despair. So learn how to use your fire starter. Practice makes perfect. Because when the night is at its darkest, that flicker of flame might just be enough to keep you going. Chapter 6. Sturdy Backpack, your mobile command center. In the zombie apocalypse, you're constantly on the move. That means you need a reliable way to carry all your essential gear, and trust me, a flimsy old rucksack just won't cut it. You need a sturdy backpack, something built for the long haul, something that can withstand the rigors of a world gone mad. Think about it. Your backpack is your mobile command center. It's got your food, your water, your first aid kit, your weapons, everything you need to survive. You need something with padded straps to distribute the weight, multiple compartments for organization, and tough, durable fabric that can take a beating. Remember, your backpack is more than just a bag, it's your lifeline. Choose wisely, pack it carefully, and it'll be with you every step of the way. Chapter 7. Map and Compass. Navigating the unknown. Let's face it, GPS might be a thing of the past in a zombie apocalypse. No satellites, no signal, no problem. This is where good old-fashioned navigation skills come in. A map and compass. These are your new best friends, your guides through a world without road signs or Google Maps. Remember, knowing how to read a map and orient yourself with a compass are essential skills in any survival situation, let alone one where the undead are roaming the streets. You need to know where you are, where you're going, and how to get there without relying on technology that might fail you at the worst possible moment. Trust me, getting lost in the wilderness is one thing, but getting lost in a zombie-infested city, that's a whole different level of nightmare. Chapter 8. Protective clothing, shielding yourself from bites and the elements. We're talking about clothes that can take a beating, clothes that can protect you from the elements, and most importantly, clothes that can provide a barrier between you and those nasty zombie bites. Think durable fabrics like leather, denim, or canvas. These materials can withstand scrapes, tears, and even offer a bit of protection against those teeth and claws. Remember, every little bit helps when it comes to staying safe in a zombie apocalypse. Don't forget about layers. The weather can be unpredictable, and you need to be prepared for anything. And remember, this isn't a fashion show. This is about survival. Choose practicality over style every single time. Chapter 9. Weapon, your last line of defense. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite part, weapons. Look, I'm all about peace and love, but in the zombie apocalypse, sometimes you've got to fight fire with fire, or in this case, undead with something equally as effective. We're not talking about fancy firearms that'll run out of ammo. We're talking about simple, reliable weapons that you can maintain and use effectively. A sturdy axe, a machete, a crowbar. These are the tools that will keep you alive when the undead come knocking. Remember, it's not about brute force, it's about precision and strategy. You need to be able to defend yourself without expending too much energy or attracting unwanted attention. Choose your weapon wisely, learn how to use it effectively, and never ever let your guard down. Chapter 10. Shelter. Finding refuge in a world gone mad. Finally, we come to shelter. At the end of a long day battling the undead and scavenging for supplies, you need a place to rest, to recuperate, to feel safe, however temporary. We're not talking about building a fortress, though hey, if you've got the skills, go for it. We're talking about portable shelters, tarps, tents, anything that can provide a barrier between you and the elements, and those roaming hordes. Remember, a good shelter can protect you from the rain, the wind, and even provide a bit of camouflage from prying eyes. Look for lightweight, durable materials that pack down small but can be set up quickly and easily. And always choose your location carefully. Outro: stay alive, stay strong, stay prepared. So there you have it, your 10 essential items for surviving the zombie apocalypse. Remember, these items are just tools. Your survival depends on your knowledge, your skills, and most importantly, your will to live. Stay sharp, stay aware, and never give up hope. The world may have gone mad, but the human spirit is resilient. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more survival tips and guides. Stay safe out there.